Hey guys, what's up? It's Rygar the Destroyer, and today we are doing another episode of the Q&A series. Now, as always, if you have a question you'd like me to answer in next week's video, go ahead and throw it down in the comment section, and make sure to stay to the end of the video because I will ask you guys a question that we will talk about next week. So let's go ahead and jump on in. The first question comes from Ufergang101, and they ask, for the next Q&A, who is your favorite YouTuber? I would say probably my favorite YouTuber, and this has been for a long time running, is probably Ethos Lab. He's like kind of an old school Minecraft player from, probably the first rise in Minecraft popularity. He just seems like a really nice guy, and I've always really enjoyed his videos a lot. The second part of your question was, who or what was your inspiration to collect? For collecting, I don't know that there's really an inspiration. I've always kind of been that type of person. Even before I started collecting Star Wars stuff, I liked like dinosaur toys, and I had like a collection of dinosaur toys or G.I. Joes or whatever it was. So I think the inspiration comes from my brain. I must have some sort of collector disease because I've always, ever since I was a little kid, just like collected things. Like I find something that I like and I collect just that. So I don't know, hopefully that answers your question. The next one comes from Pika Cukes. Have you been to Galaxy's Edge? No, I have not, unfortunately. It looks amazing. I'd absolutely love to go, but it's very, very, very expensive to go. The second part of your question, though, is what did you like most, or what would you like to do the most there? Probably the most exciting thing, or the most interesting thing to me, is just walking around and looking at all of like the stuff, like looking at the Millennium Falcon, looking at all of the little shops and stuff that they have set up, and just kind of soaking it in. Because that would be like the first time, if I went there, it would be the first time that I've ever been able to like immerse myself in like the world of Star Wars. So I definitely think that that's something that I would want to do. But as far as like activities, I don't really even care about the rides, but I definitely would like to make a custom lightsaber and maybe do the custom Build-A-Droid thing that they do there. Both of those things really stand out to me as far as their lineup of stuff to do. Let's see. The last question comes from DR, and they say, what is your favorite Black Series helmet? Now, last time I answered this question, I answered with the just plain white Stormtrooper helmet, the Black Series one. But now I think I'm going to change my answer to one that I haven't got yet, but I really, really like the look of. I've pre-ordered it. That's the white First Order Stormtrooper helmet. I'm really pleased with the Captain Cardinal one in red, but I really like just the plain white look on that one. So I'm excited for when that one eventually comes in the mail. I'll have to wait a while. So anyway, last week I asked you guys what the most expensive thing in your guys' collection was, and we got quite a few responses here. The first one comes from Carter Dolly, and they say, mine's probably the Bogey Squad 2-pack. So that's a comic book 2-pack with two like Kashyyyk Trooper clone troopers in it. It's a very cool pack. The Routine Valor comic 2-pack. Again, another very cool comic pack. Comes with two 12th clone troopers, and one of them is like the only version that you can get, or it's like a unique version of the 212 clone trooper that you can only get in that pack, which makes it really desirable. And then finally you say Kirk Couric, which is, it's a Jedi figure, and I looked up the price of it before making this video, and it was like $220 on the aftermarket right now, which is insane. So those are some very, very cool action figures to pick up, or to have in your collection rather. Raz 2010able, I hope I'm saying that right, we'll see, or Raz 2010able, I'm not sure. Anyway, 1/6 scale figures are definitely on my on most people's most expensive items within their collection. So to follow that trend, I would say Tarkin / Darth Vader 2-pack by Hot Toys would be my most expensive figure. So yeah, A Hot Toys figure is expensive on its own. Obviously, a 2-pack is going to be even more expensive, and that is a really cool one to have. I remember specifically, in my mind, the Tarkin figure from that pack was amazing. I mean, not that the Darth Vader is not cool, but the Tarkin really stood out to me as like, wow, that looks exactly like the actor. Really, really cool pack. Jack Frizello says, most expensive thing in my collection is probably the Black Series Boba Fett helmet. The price on that one was really high at the time that I had purchased it. And that's another cool one. Those Black Series helmets, I think over time will really end up holding their value, so I wouldn't feel bad about spending a lot of money on one. Especially a character like Boba Fett, and with how nice of a job Hasbro did on it. I think over time it will really end up holding its value, and it's definitely a cool thing to have on a shelf. It definitely makes a cool centerpiece to a collection. Mr. McNugget 2 says, my rarest figures in my collection are either Surpass, I hope I'm saying that right. It's a bounty hunter from the Clone Wars, super cool design overall, and then the Phase 1 Commander Wolf from the Clone Wars. Again, another very, very cool figure. Neither of those I have in my personal collection, and hopefully someday I can track them down, but I have a feeling that the price will probably end up prohibiting that, but definitely really cool figures. And then finally, we've got Birdie Boy, and they say, the most expensive Star Wars item in my collection would probably be the Sideshow Collectibles Commander Bly. And all of those original Sideshow Clone Troopers, super cool figures. They haven't re-released Bly or anything like as Hot Toys or Sideshow or anything, so it's definitely an expensive figure to track down and a super cool figure to have in the collection. I've always liked the way Commander Bly looks. I just like his design overall. So anyway, my question for you guys next week is, what is an item that you guys either saw in stores or saw in a comic book shop or a flea market or whatever that you passed up on originally and then now regret not buying? I'm interested to see. I definitely have a ton of things that I've seen or even held in my hands that I wish I bought because now they're insanely expensive. So anyway, leave your guys' responses down in the comment section below, and thank you guys so much. I always have a ton of fun recording these videos, and I can't do them without you guys. So thank you guys so much, and I guess I'll see you guys later.